Oh. Oh yeah, I know what that is. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. This is just typical. Typical. All right. Give me 1 second. Sorry, my brain just went. I just had this, dude. Okay. And that's a cinch. Well done, guys. So there's a new mission in Texas. Went down that little rabbit hole. So I have this address from their Facebook page. I'm getting two different on Yelp and MapQuest. This address goes to Cinch. I'm guessing it's a gym. No, it's computer, web, whatever. But if I go to Google, Google, bring you with me. All right. It's a River in the Hills church. The lake, I just saved it. This is the logo. Place. I am going to do the window to the window. All right. Lakeway. This is Scientology. I don't know what they're doing right now. That's the logo on their Facebook page. It's Church of Scientology Mission of Lakeway in their Facebook post. Gosh dang it, I closed it. Sorry. This address right here is what the Facebook page says it's at. Of course, the business entity, of course, they update it on the 30th of December. Church of Scientology Mission of Lakeway and a Texas domestic nonprofit. You're registering it as a church. Of course, I had three different. I have one registered agent and then three directors with three different addresses. But of course, on this business, on Bizopedia, it doesn't have what the entity's address is. So that's why I went, there's no web page. There's no other news. Yes, it's in the news and they announced it just on today. I saw on the news. Let's see. Go ahead and it is an ideal mission, apparently. It's just, I don't know, Lakeway. Here. Of course, let's see. That's um. All right. So, all right, they keep going. And with it, 11. They talk about the Eastern Cape, Africa. Oh my gosh, they just have this ridiculous amount of statistics. And then they go into Scientology missions. So, well, just last month, there it is, hosted the final ideal mission opening to cap an outstanding 12 months. So, of course, the ideal missions, River Park, which is part of Sacramento, the one close by the Sacramento Ideal org, went ideal in September or October. And so they talk about Puerto Rico. But yeah, so that's the information I found out on the 11:27 p.m. Central. Okay, ready? I'm lost in maps. So I'm trying to do LA, trying to do Clearwater, specifically Clearwater to finish up this research. And I feel like I constantly get sidetracked when I went to look up Lakeway. Two more missions popped up that are already closed. So I'm like, I don't even have those two. So, yeah, just throw it at me then, I guess. So I've been doing this, this grid for the engineers, yay. And then, so I think on birthing, trying to find other specifics, I think I'm just going to tell that person, the birthing connections. This is, new information on that new hotel that was bought 2 years ago for $10 million. It's finding the connections. So I am trying to do that by the grid, and then so have a list, kind of like a spreadsheet, but then have like the business connections, like a mind map, but not too crazy to where, I mean, it's just gonna look like a bunch of lines together. So so I'm trying to collect data and make it in one huge one space, and get to LA to start doing LA work. But it's hard to keep up with the new and the other things that I just regularly checked on, because these are the new printouts. Oh no, it's a mixture. I have new printouts in the printer, so it's just a little rough. I'll figure out more about this church. It's in Austin, by the way, or near Austin. It's Lakeway, Texas. Let me see if I can. Lakeway, Texas, and get you visual. Yep, there's the Austin Zoo. Yeah, you're with me, right? Okay. Austin. There's Austin. So, yep. Here's the Austin area, and then Lakeway, in, other than this little trenchy area, forest area, is Lakeway. So, anyone's in the area and would like to stop by. Let's see. No, you don't want to do that. Bye. So there's the address, 1310 Ranch Road. That's a good question. So I used to talk to a lot of them. Because I talk to certain people, it just depends on if they're to. I care for the information. Personal lives, I'm out. I have my own crap to deal with. But I covered Sacramento and a little bit of San Francisco, but I started with Sacramento, and then I did the map, started doing the map work, and focusing on my own, what I could do. And then, like, I met DOA, I met all of them, but I am on no one's side. I'm not sitting next to anyone. I've been doing my own thing, my own way. And if people want to be weird or do their own thing, be you. But I do not align myself with 100% of anyone. I've been married for 21 years, and I have a different opinion than my husband. So, I'm not. I will watch most of it as long as it's constructive. But I'm out if it gets non-informational. I want to stay in the loop and want to stay what I can do. But relationship advice, friendship advice, don't come to me. So I did a huge project with tea in Africa. So there's just things in the background that have happened. Audit LA, I've been more in contact. I don't know if Mona just stepped back for a little bit, but I've been in contact with her as well, with certain the elder, the children, um, autistic community. There's certain things that are um, just developing in the background that I've been keeping an eye out on and then keeping them updated on what I find. So authorities, appropriate authorities, and um, any board, city board or anything, um, can actually know what's happening in their community. Um, but Audit LA just recently asked me to find the film LA, which I need to get to LA, do that type of mapping. And I want to get through, just like I did with Clearwater. Let me show you Clearwater. Clearwater is a cluster F. That lovely crap. So yeah. And then I've been in behind the scenes in Clearwater. Someone just emailed me. But and trying to find other birthing. So this is the most recent building. I don't know if I can really. Oh, I can. Hey. All right. This building has caused a lot of problems as a hotel for Clearwater, like back in the 90s, since a lot of rugs and a lot of different things in the community. It's changed ownerships a couple of times, but a wise company just bought this for $10 million. And a person sent me a video. Let's see if I could find it, but just so you guys can look it up yourself, because on Facebook I'm in cognito type thing. Let's see. It's Pinellas podcast. Yes. So let me find it for you guys. There are bunk beds, 3-tier bunk beds, I guess it's what it's called. And this podcast came out with it. The buses go. Wow, they actually post a lot. Trying to get the link for you guys. Oh, here it is. Copy link. Put it in the chat for you guys. Let's see. All right. They've in every single room there's bunk beds. It is a new birthing. So this let me get on the right thing. So this area belongs to the city. This area belongs to a different person. I've checked, I can't find any connections to Scientology. It doesn't mean that they're not, but most likely, and this belongs to the city as well. You move up, this is another birthing, or, well, so sorry. This hotel and this hotel, sorry, this hotel, and then it was like, it goes up to this. I have the addresses. Let's see. What are you? You are, never mind, they own this one. This is a Wise company that owns this hotel. I think it was this part is owned by a different person. So that's why it gets weird. So it's like this part, this little guy, and this, and all these undeveloped lands belong to a Wise company. And these are birthings, which is why what somebody wanted to know, instead of it being a church, it's under a Wise business. And I tried to, Wise company owns this whole damn thing. Sorry, this whole damn thing. This whole damn thing. This is insane. So this is Clearwater city property, Clearwater city property, like right here. But literally all this whole commercial thing. Narconon East used to be here. It's closed. The person running the Narconon as a director now makes flans and cakes and everything. Like, they're all into everything. It's just insane. But definitely just it's been a lot. This is a Wise company owns this mobile park. So this is a Wise company. This is just insane to keep track of the world over here. Yes. They usually buy historical buildings, but that is for show. The hotels, I've seen the reviews on that hotel that has been a problem since the 90s that they that I just found by someone asking me about it, and I was like, I didn't have this location. Is the reviews on it. That one, keep going. The reviews on it, it is infested with cockroaches. So I doubt they care for their Sea Org as long as they're on time. If you see that, if you haven't clicked on that link that I just put in, yeah, and well, the kids at the ranches, guys, had to build their own bunk beds. That is insane. Because it's about the condition of exchange, which You already gave your life, but hey, you gotta work. So, anyways, but if you haven't hit that link, that is a podcast on Facebook, Pinellas Podcast. They covered this. They thought it was weird that a car would be out there at a specific weird time, just one car, and then there it shows in the window the three tier bunk bed, and it's in every single room. From what I heard, I'm on the wrong thing. And I haven't heard any update. I would like to know if people are in contact with Aaron. Aaron has stopped emailing. I get it. He's busy. Well, this is Delphi. This is more of the Sherwood. Whatchamacallit? Birthing. The church owns this and owns this whole parking lot, and then this is a Wise company. Wise company owns these two rental condos. I found a lot more condos, but I do not know if it's birthing. Come on. Now I kind of forget what I was looking for originally. Oh, these three suckers. So these three are the original birthings, other than where Hubbard lived. I guess when they first arrived. Oh, this is something else too. That's a Wise company. This one? No. So this is Narconon, and I found a lot of Scientologists behind it. This one? So I'm trying to get to Dunedin. Nope. I don't know what that is. Excuse me. Can you not? Thank you. Anyways, they rented for 6 months, Hubbard and the Apollo crew. If you want to hear this story, it is on Janice's channel, Peeling the Onion. She goes over. They went in Dunedin town that's next to Clearwater. Rented this condo. They even returned to the condo. They posted that video. So that was when they bought these three next to each other. These are motels. I gave it too much credit. Tree. This is the Clipper. Then you go down here. This is Bayside. And then this is, the Trade Winds. So what happened in the hurricane is that these three were uninhabitable. So they have to do renovation. That's when, strangely, the hotels across town, they started seeing the buses go there, or the white vans. And that's when, sorry guys if I'm making you dizzy. Oh, that's Hacienda Gardens. That's another birthing. Where did I go? Delphi. Oop. This one's closed, I believe. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get back to this hotel. Yep. So this is when they first started seeing over here. They just started seeing this be worked on and what's going in here, and then bunk beds. And then that's when everyone realized this is another birthing. So clearly across town, and the three original, they still own it. The church, Harch. But I have not heard any updates on renovation or anything. So, if you're on communication, on in these 3 motels. And then, of course, I skipped this because I wanted to stay with the hotels. So this one's strange. This one is so the land is owned by a Wise company. The building is owned by a different Wise company. They even own this dock. Just bring your boat right up. So, yeah, they're definitely in the most recent. See, I thought this was gonna be another type birthing, but I think this is gonna be like another retreat. This is newly renovated. This has been empty for years. There's the sandcastle. There's the Scala. They own all this. I mean, they even own the part of the water, part of the ocean. And then just recently, guys, Scientology has purchased 4 different, this is supposed to be over here somewhere, 4 different parcels of land, undeveloped. That is Scientology. These are owned by Wise. Now I'm getting confused. Anyways, they own this. They own this. They own, I mean, look how much undeveloped land. This is all in a spreadsheet. And like I wanted to do was mind map or a business connection, because names, addresses, LLCs, names pop up on different LLCs, and then different addresses. They use different addresses, so it's quite confusing. I do not know how my head is still on straight, but I try to keep property versus all the LLCs that you could possibly come out of that one building separate, because just because property is different than just renting a space from the property owner, and to use at the board, city council meeting or anything. And this is just insane. This is even more insane. So this is where the piano, dueling piano, what is it? It's where Tony's place is. So this building is owned by a person that owns multiple properties. They say he has no connection to Scientology. He does own other property that Scientology is in that he rents for. So he does do business with them, but supposedly he's not. And then a Wise company owns this parking lot and this building. So there's a I need to look it up and I'll do something. I don't know. There's a Cleveland LLC that talks about renovating downtown Clearwater. That is a completely different than the city, because that's all Scientology. That's a Scientology Wise company that they're going ahead with renovations of making downtown better, or renovation, while suing the city and buying up like all this land. This is all undeveloped land the Wise companies own. Thankfully, this is the cities. Um, how did that one go? But all this Scientology, all this Scientology, Wise companies. They own these buildings. It's just nuts. It's absolutely nuts. If you just look at it, it's like, how can a monopoly own a downtown? There should be a law against that, because I wouldn't want my money going into that. Let's see. Bye, Antics. Thank you. Those. Yes. Thank you so much. So when I so birthing is Sea Org. You signed the billion-year contract. The get back to now that I see your comment. These hotels, they're considered, a religious retreat, blah blah blah. They're really hotels for people that are on course. The course could take, months to a year and a half. Especially if you're doing multiple, you need to be on the free wins. It depends on how much you can pay. This is the Oak Cove. This is another condominium owned by Scientology. Why are my dots in the middle? See, they like shifted, and I don't like it. I don't like it, Scientology. You just shifted. Could not do anything. What Scientology has done. This still gets me. This is not South Escala. This is Court Street. This building is owned by the city. This whole property is owned by the city. But to slap on, see, it's 440 Court. To slap on this address, I fought for this address. This address is this little garden area. I'm not kidding you. They would not let me have it. It was in Pinwar for this specific walkway. Because this is flag Fort Harrison Hotel. I thought that was parking, but this is the parking. But I could not see. This is 305. This was, oh yeah, they deleted that one. Yeah, I fought for 311. They finally put 311 back, but they still have this random shite. So this land, this park, is owned by Scientology. It's not the bunker park where he was sitting on a bench, but there are benches here. And on this side, is it on this side? I could have sworn it was on this side. Somewhere over here, there was. This picture was last year, last February. There was a plaque that said they reserve the right to use the code, penal code, blah, 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 to trespass anyone. I mean, I was pretty sure it was on this side. But anyways, so they say it's for the public, the city to use. But they'll serve you for trespassing on a park. Not that you are vandalizing or anything, but you just existing annoys them. This is a different person. Okay. And then this is whatchamacallit, Tom Cruise's place. And then on like one of the floors, like bottom floors, there's Wise companies that I found. Some people live here that are public. But yeah, usually depending on the different prices, if you're on course and there are certain people that have their condos for rent or a place to stay, a rental, they even posted on Facebook and other things that you need permission to get permission from Scientology if you're on course to rent outside of their locations. And so it just depends on how much you can afford. There are people on course that do go to the birthing locations because it is cheaper. Yeah, they own just random shite. So it just depends on the person, what they can afford, what they're approved to do. Remember, at least a 10% overall gross income the benefits that you make from the proceeds, whatever it is, profit that you make off a Wise company, you have to give back to Scientology. It is your agreement. So not only a membership, but your a yearly income percentage. In 1990 in LA Times, I just found it, they had a 13%, is what the LA Times reported back in 1990. So can you imagine? Of course, I don't know what the hell Flatwood Shop means, but whatever. But yep, no, I've been going through this town, and it's like, how can you not be suspicious of other people? But just definitely, I am doing the grid like I showed in the beginning area, the engineer grid. So I'm going through with addresses. Show this one. So there's landlines, ownership lines, and everything. But I have a little tiny printer, and so what I have to do, see how that's nice and big? Just wait. That is what I print out, and it's so tiny. But I like visuals. I like lists. So it's gonna have like, this is just one part of the grid. But to show each this and this and that, just keep going. Oh my God, did I not share this? Did I share it. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Can you see that? Yeah. Anyways, what I print is tiny. So, yeah. But I'm going through that, and then I'll be going through LA sometime. But Puerto Rico's gonna open sometime with what is supposed to be a second land base. But they're just right now it's ideal org. They need staff, but of course, another mission, more ideal missions created into the space. So that's what I've been doing. But yeah. Boy. Hold on. Thanks for joining me, guys. Yeah. So got another couple addresses to add to the pile. Hope everyone has a good night or day. Bye, everyone.